members of the Fourth Estate of the realm, ladies, power to the people.
Change.
It is well for us. Leadership. We are today very, very happy because our crisis, which was a major issue to us, has become history. We thank God, the creator of heaven and earth, for this wonderful opportunity. Amen. It is important we acknowledge the fact that it was a clear family crisis. And we need to point out that as dedicated P.D.P.narians, there is no victor, no vanquish. We have learnt our lessons, no matter how you look at them. We consider this victory for democracy. It has gone a very long way to strengthen the democratic principles and ethos. And it is one great opportunity for us to congratulate all P.D.P.narians who stood firm in the midst of this crisis. This shows very clearly that the party must be more democratic in its internal affairs. We want to sincerely, from the bottom of our house, appreciate the judiciary. We have always emphasized that this is one institution that we must all revere. What has happened today has shown very clearly that it was not just justice for only P.D.P. It was justice for democratic principles and ethics. It has shown also clearly that we have great hope in our judiciaries. It therefore means that for democracy to thrive, there must be viral opposition, and I think the judiciary have acknowledged this fact. So, for every scenario, for every situation from the bottom of our house, we want to appreciate the judiciary for that. The P.D.P., which you know is the largest party in Africa, shall aspire for a more perfect union of the Nigerian people. You all have seen clearly the challenges that have befallen us as a people. We must work to avert the confusion and crisis of the past 2 years of the APC government. It is important that we acknowledge the fact that we know very well that what we have been saying is one step forward and almost 6 steps backwards. This is not our dream. For almost 2 years, we have not been able to take any major decision in the interest of the Nigerian people. I believe that what has happened, from all indication, have strengthened the P.D.P. people, and I consider this a quit notice. Not just an ordinary quit notice, but to also tell the APC government that, please, you must sit tight and prepare to, do what you are elected to do. It therefore behoves on every Nigerian to come on board. Come on board because we must work together for the interests of the project Nigeria. It is also important that every Nigerian must adopt democratic institutions, where our institutions will be properly, given all the legal framework that they deserved. So come 2019, we shall restore true democratic governance where power belongs to the people. I thank you for this wonderful opportunity. We appreciate the judiciary for that. We appreciate the Nigerian people for actually standing firm with us. We have already said that the taste of the pudding is in the eating. We have tasted 2 years of APC governance. You tasted almost 16 years of P.D.P. governance. And I can tell you clearly that this journey is a journey that nobody will want to start all over again. So, for whatever has happened, we have put our differences aside. For those that are out there, we appeal to them that their house is still open. They cannot abandon the house that they have built. These doors are still open to all of them, and they must come back so that we will put our house together, reorganize the party, give the party back to the grassroots, and give to Nigerian people a government that will make sure that there is no hunger in the land, a government that will make sure that there is security for everybody, a government that will look after the welfare of the Nigerian citizen. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Power to the people! Power to the people!
Any questions? It's a strange bed. It's an amalgamation of strange bedfellows. But you saw Fayose in court yesterday, and he's the chairman of Governor Forum. So for him to be in court, for him to speak enough at that court, shows very clearly that he's still flying our flag. You know, because they really couldn't stand the heat when we were cooking the meal in the kitchen. You know, the kitchen are meant for hard ladies who knows how to cook. I'm not saying the women's place is in the kitchen, no. But the truth about the scenario is that for us as a political party, I did say from the one that there was no faction in our party. There was some little internal rumblings, which I call the family crisis. We will wave the olive branch at them. The House itself has set up a committee to look into the subject matter, where we know this umbrella is big enough to occupy everybody and the incomings. They know definitely where that, you know, they have jumped from fry pan to fire. But the fact remains that we have already decided here as a caucus to wave the olive branch at them, ask them to come back home because they are considered the prodigal sons in this scenario. And definitely they will come back home. But for those that does not, and decided probably out of shame to stay behind, you know the provision of section 84 of the 68 of the Constitution. We have the sub-G of the Constitution. The judiciary is there for us to pursue our case. But I believe we are not going to get to that level. We will proudly receive them because we consider them our brothers, our family. The ticket on which they stand is that of our party, and it's not an individual ticket. Further questions?
No, if it's fine,